800 freestyle relay as Katie Ledecky won her third gold of the games. But for Melanie, she said it wasn't a big childhood dream to be an Olympian. She just wanted to swim in college and didn't realize how good she could be.
Comes from a great swimming family. Her brother Robert was a great swimmer. They just loved to get up there and compete and train on the national team for many, many years, as Melanie has been as well. Although first-time Olympian last summer at the age of 25, or actually at 24 back then.
4 swimmers with ties to Texas A&M in this one: Gonzalez, Pickram, Larson, and McGregor. Bria Larson is in lane 5, the surprise Olympic gold medal winner 5 years ago in London, swimming in prelims, the 400 medley relay for the U.S. And she missed the Rio Games, was 4th in the 100 breast at the trials behind Lily King, Katie Miley, and Molly Hannes.
Just a brilliant career at Texas A&M. One of the best breaststrokers, at least in yards, in history. So dominant in 100 and 200 for so long. Fastest in history, in fact, in yards, until Lily King kind of erased her from the record books last year.
3-time NCAA champion Bria Larson at Texas A&M.
Swam for Steve Boatman, now back at her home in Phoenix, although she represents the New York Athletic Club, NYAC, who's done a lot to help some of these swimmers as they turn pro and being able to stay in the sport, support them.
Step up, please. Take your mark.
The women's 200 breast, one of just 3 swim races in the Olympics in Rio where the USA didn't earn a medal, and was the only swimming final without an American. Is that going to be a focus over the next 4 years?
I think it definitely will, and it certainly will be inspirational to many swimmers. But you've got so many in the pipeline that haven't even begun to touch their potential, including the Olympic gold medalist, Lily King, who's only going to get better and better in the 200 breaststroke, even though she made the team in the 200. You know, you've got people like Bethany Glad, and of course Molly Hannes, who is also on the team, Melanie Margalis, who will still be there. There's a lot of swimmers out there that will be very, very good as we move along into this next 4 years.
Bria Larson in the white cap in lane 5 has the lead as we approach the halfway point here in the 200 breast. Of course, 3 straight gold medals for the United States in the 200 breast. 2000, 2004, and 2008.
So obviously a lot of success there, and when you have somebody like a Rebecca Soni retire from the sport, sometimes that's hard to recover from. You know, we talk about Michael Phelps and the retirement that he just recently announced a few months ago after the Olympic Games, and that's not going to be easy to recover, but you can do it. And it's been done over and over again in the United States over the years, even the great ones. And this is the pipeline I think Michael has been able to create for a lot of swimmers, male and female, and certainly Rebecca Soni did it in the women.
Won the gold 2008 and 2012 was Amanda Beard, who won it in 2004. Final length now for Bria Larson, 24 years old.
Wow, 37.4 on that third 50 for Bria Larson, looking very good right now. Remember, she started her career pretty much just as a 100 swimmer and then just got better and better in the 200. Now she's starting to come back to the field just a little bit. As you look at her very close, she's still kind of keeping it long, but boy, she was way ahead of the field. Now all of a sudden you see Margalis up there in lane 3 starting to make a move.
Melanie Margalis passing her American teammate Bria Larson. What a final length for Melanie Margalis. Margalis 26.14. Larson settles for second. Sydney Pickram of Canada is third.
Still 2 pretty good times for both Margalis and Bria Larson. 26 and 27 in January. Thinking of it as almost a preseason meet here. I mean, this is a pretty good start for Melanie Margalis to 2017, and she's just going to get better and better as she learns to swim this long course version of the 200-meter breaststroke. And you can see her walls are so good. Here's the underwater view of what Bria Larson did coming out. So good at that early speed, keeps that head down, pointing to the bottom of the pool, never raises her head up. It comes up with the body as it surfaces. 150, again, that huge lead. But you just got the feeling, didn't you, Rich, that Melanie Margalis was somehow, some way or another, going to get herself back into this race. She did it last summer in the 200 IM when she chased everybody down to make that team in the 200 IM, and she did it here. Look at that speed she has, that aggressive stroke at the end of the last 5 meters, and then boom, get into that wall and win this race.
And Melanie joins us down on the pool deck. And Rowdy just talked about you learning to swim this 200 breast long course version. You happy with where you're at right now?
Yeah, first swim of the season, and it feels good.
Well, what's the most important thing you think about when you swim a race like this that's just so concentrated on technique?
I always like to think about the turns. I think that sometimes people forget about them in long course, and pullouts are really important on breaststroke, so that's always what I try to focus on.
Speaking of those turns, you know, Bria took it out very fast, and at the 150, she had about a body length lead. Could you see her? Could you get a sense at that third turn where you were at?
I saw her on the 100 turn, so I knew she was ahead.
And that was good enough, right, to kind of motivate you to get going.
Yeah.
Okay, Melanie, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Melanie Margalis wins the women's 200 breast. And in second, Bria Larson. And in third, Sydney Pickram, who is a sophomore this year at Texas A&M. Oh, we've got 3 races down and 5 to go on this night 1 of the Arena Pro Swim Series from Austin. The men's 200 breast is next.